Oi, oi in the MadCap. Welcome to the MadCast test stream. Oi from America. Yeah, I'm ready. Excuse me. I'm ready for St. Patrick's Day. How are you today? Just doing a bit of a Irish accent there, but oh, looks like my stream is having some issues. We're gonna go check that, see what my health is. Well, I won't repeatedly stop streaming. I hope like the last time. But it's just for me to work my way around OBS. Hopefully, if it works well. But I don't think um, I don't think this will last very long. So welcome anybody who's watching. This is the MadCap back with a MadCast test stream. Just making sure everything's working okay. Thought I killed the time. I was playing some Resident Evil Code Veronica, but then I fucked up. I didn't die, but I fucked up not getting a specific weapon I needed for a boss fight, so I just stopped there. But hope anybody who's watching is doing well. I had quite a busy day today. Well, this week, much like the morning I had, I was doing some Lyft service. Thought I'd make some extra cash before I have this event going on next week. And it gives me some gas money. Plenty of it. That'll last. Yeah, so I was just doing my routine morning driving service for Lyft. It went pretty okay. Had to do like a three ride for some bonus money. And well, the pay for each of those rides was pretty modest, but it went pretty well. But yeah, I would have to explain why I haven't been around these past few weeks. But mainly because of work dragging me down, and it's hard for me to physically maintain this attitude to pull off these streaming sessions in every opportunity I can if I'm not working because I work two jobs. Damn it, it takes a lot out of you. But and February passed with another Valentine's Day season that just went by. So good riddance. Fuck Valentine's Day. Fuck everything that stands for. Um, so that's out of the way. So March is looking pretty promising this year because I got a meet and greet to meet next week, and I want to make a SoCal Gaming Expo like I did last year, where I met James Rolfe of AVGN fame and Cinemassacre. And he doesn't pull off regular videos like he does, back in the day when he does like Monster Mass and stuff. So he just does, these video reviews of. Recently, he's been tackling Jim Carrey movies from the '90s, so that's pretty cool. I haven't watched them, but perhaps when I get close to um, Gaming Expo, I could probably catch up. But recently, I've been just playing some old games. I got a couple of games off the PSN library. I had GTA San Andreas, not San Andreas, GTA Vice City, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Jedi Outcast 2, and I did double dip on Resident Evil Code Veronica because I thought it'd be more convenient to play on my PS4, which I'm always on most of the time. But it's not like the HD remaster port like in the Xbox 360 version. It's definitely straight from the PS2. And speaking of ports, I haven't finished Vice City, but I am dying. I am seriously excited to. Well, I did just started this week, but I was really excited to go to San Andreas because I feel like out of the GTA games that came out, That's probably still like my favorite. And overall, for its time and how it's held up over the years, well, not visually, of course, because I don't think the graphics are up to the standards, but as a game, it holds up tremendously. And and I happen to have the San Andreas port, the remaster port for the Xbox 360, and just based on a review that I found on the port, it fucking sucks. It's not the same game because what I gathered, and it's pretty evident how this port functions. They took GTA San Andreas, not ported from the Xbox 360 or any other consoles or even a PC. They took the port from iOS that you could get through your iPhone and just brought it into console, which is the stupidest design decision ever made because to remaster the game, you will need the original port from the PlayStation 2 or Xbox, whichever console that you're going to remaster it on, because you're going to get all that memory, all that data that's compressed into both systems. But then instead, the they just took the iPhone port and ported into the Xbox remastered version. I'm not sure about the PS4 because I was thinking about double dipping on PSN's San Andreas title, but I wasn't. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same one. I hope it's the original port because Jesus Christ, this port is pretty bad. Like I can still play the game, but at times I noticed this yesterday. There's a lot of odd screen tearing. The missions would crash midway, like like something scripted that's supposed to happen doesn't go, and I would have to just like I don't know kill one of my buddies to fail the mission and then restart it again. And even the radio settings, like if I want to listen to a song, like you listen to at least a third of that song and then just play something else, not the complete song. For any song, I tune in onto the in-game radio, which is fucking stupid. I want to dig into some cult of personality in living color. So I'm not sure if I really want to move forward with playing San Andreas on the Xbox 360 because I think that port is a piece of shit, and I think whoever did the work, and it wasn't even just that sign. I think the opening start screen was a sign. Like you don't get that classic intro music interlude where you have to wait for the game to load up and then it just loads up the game for where you last saved. But there are some pros. There's auto it saves automatically when you pass a mission, and there's a checkpoint system if you fail. Because I know a lot of those missions are essentially you have to drive your way like across the map to pick up somebody or do like a small errand. As long as you don't crash your car and explode it before doing so, if you don't get there. So if you do fail, you could definitely restart back to where you left off. Some missions don't have checkpoints, but I mean that's pretty handy. But everything, despite how visually it doesn't hold up, I think the HD resolution gives it a much more crisper look. There's a lot more detail, even if it reveals a lot about its age. So yeah, I had that going on, and it's just when I can, I'm not making when I'm not making videos. Sometimes I just want to do is just relax for a bit, because the first thing I just want to do is just play Vice City when I go home. But everything's going okay. I plan to do more like this. Hopefully, if I don't get overwhelmed by work, but I do have some big plans coming. I do plan to leave where I'm living at. I'm in Orange County, so I want to move closer to LA or LA County because I have family. Um, some of them just found a new spot to live, and I have one of my siblings just had a kid, and she's about 4 months old, I believe. She's adorable. So yeah, I think sometimes because I'm on a lease with my current living situation, when it ends, I don't plan to renew it. I do plan to look for some apartments, maybe some rooms that are open in some guest houses, and something that's cheap, nothing too expensive, especially where I'm working at. And hopefully, I find some work in that area that probably pays better and offers more. But yeah, I don't plan to let this stream go on too long because I am very antsy about my internet data speed, exhausting, uh, my data plan that I have. So I will be back tomorrow. Where I'm basically the theme is just I'm gonna be talking about nothing, but in reality I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things. So that's like there's no really given topic. It's just gonna be a complete free form discussion of some encounters I have on social media, where I've been these past few weeks, and where have I been in touch with film and stuff. Some good experiences I had watching the movie. Um, just whatever I could find. Something that opens discussion that I could bring up on my next MadCast. And yeah, there was the issue where the last time I was doing a stream, it was just talking about the biggest bombs in 2019, films that lost a lot of money or downright flops. And for some reason, my stream kept stopping the stream constantly every time I do reset it. Every time I bring my connection, like a few minutes pass on, and then it just drops connection. And it's just definitely my OBS software. It just starts recording, starts streaming, and then at one point it will just stop recording. And then I believe Battery was on my chat room, and she noticed that there was an issue going on, so I just had to end it from there because I don't know what I would do because I can't continue doing a session if it's just going to be stopping in between. So I had that little issue, and I never followed up with doing a continuation or just a reboot of that whole episode. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, I do plan. I mean, I do plan to talk about more stuff as as the month goes along, because I think there's a lot for me to express in terms of what's been going on. Um, but yeah, after this, I do plan to work out because I don't want to be strung out of shape. I still want to. I mean, I work a double job life, so I want to at least get the most I can in my free time to stay in shape, do some cardio, do some free weights. Um, that way, I can look good for next week. But my chat room's empty. I don't have any activity. I think Will, Stevenson, Dragon, Bathory, Terrible Lizard, they're all busy. I don't have much of an audience with my channel, which goes to show how less content I have to build up, which is the most important thing what you have to do if you're starting a YouTube channel. Though it is hard to do content because next thing you know, you're going to be copyright flagged for anything, any use of media you plan to use for analysis-based work. But yeah, just a lot of that I haven't been doing, which sucks because I do like the idea of YouTube and making content where I could just present myself to the world. as much as I can to as much people as I can. But I'm under some inevitable financial straight if I don't get this resolved. I'm gonna be under a couple of roommates. I do have one inquiring for a space that he's going to move in on April. But I thought I had a March guy, and my guy just flaked out. He didn't bother to say anything despite visiting the place. He didn't bother to follow up. So fuck him. I can't deal with flaky people, and I hate flaky people. Like if you say you're gonna do it, just do it. If you're gonna take the sheriff's spot, fucking take it. I don't know why you had to waste my time and leave me hanging when I'm repeatedly trying to follow up with that just to get you moved in and settled, like openly and with a good welcome. And my place after split, it's not that expensive for each person, so I'm hoping I find some roommates quickly. I know things are going to pick up in the summer, and I do have some summer inquiries. Um, but that's they're strictly just move like they're planning on finding a place for summer. They're not moving anytime earlier. But yeah, so I have that going on, and I do have work tonight, so just thought I'd kill some time by doing this. And hopefully, to anybody who does catch this test stream, you know, you'll probably know if it's working. And to my followers and viewers who have followed me consistently throughout this channel, hopefully you tune in for tomorrow's episode. Yeah, so I do plan to do some more rides soon for Lyft because there's another bonus streak for like 5 rides if you, I mean, $25 extra if you make 5 rides. So that's gonna be tricky. I just hope I don't get some long distance service. I have to drive all the way to Mission Viejo, and that's always a crisis for me when it comes to ride sharing service. Is that I really don't want to waste the mileage to drive like abroad from Orange County. But yeah, I'm about to reach 20 minutes, so I'm gonna be closing up soon. But to anybody who watches this, hopefully you can tune in to tomorrow's MadCast, where the discussion is nothing. Because if you have nothing to say, then there's a lot more meaning, which just seems to be the theme with a lot of like pretentious art films, even blockbusters too, with an art sensibility. It's like the meaning has to be nothing in order to say more, which is bullshit. Especially if you're aiming for a mainstream audience who just want commercial entertainment. But yeah, I'm about 15 seconds away. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for tuning in to my stream, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. And this is a MadCast signing off. Take it easy and have a safe day.